Today on 16-Bit Game Review, I shoot a TIE fighter. I land a plane. And finally, I begin my assault on the Death Star. Hello and welcome. Today I'm going to be doing a mini review of Star Wars Arcade for the Sega 32X. The goal in Star Wars Arcade is to destroy the Death Star. But before you can destroy the Death Star, you must make your way to the Death Star. In the 32X mode, it's after 3 stages. In the arcade mode, I have absolutely no clue. I'm assuming it's past this Death Star, but I can never get past the Super Star Destroyer. You lose by either running out of time or blowing up. Both cases are really easy to do, since sometimes it takes forever for the TIE fighters to go in front of your screen for you to shoot it, or it's very hard to dodge the 1,000,007 things which are flying to you. These tunnel sections are especially hard since you can't see everything that's trying to hit you, and by the time you can see it, it's already too late. The graphics look extremely good at the time. However, many years later, the game does look a little bit dated. Admittedly, everything looks like a giant box when it's up close, and the fact that there's really not a lot of textures on things makes it very difficult to see. However, it does have its unique little charm in how everything looks. It reminds me a lot of Star Fox, especially the bits when you're flying through the trenches of the Death Star, or when you're flying into the Super Star Destroyer. It's very similar. There is and there isn't a story to this game. The story is supposed to be A New Hope in the climactic end battle against the first Death Star, but there are elements from other films in there. For example, in the arcade mode, you can go and fight against the Super Star Destroyer, which wasn't a thing until Empire Strikes Back, and the Rebellion didn't even attack it until Return of the Jedi, which bugs me to bits. And then Admiral Akbar goes and tells you your mission, but he wasn't even a character until Return of the Jedi. So it's just a mesh of, we want to put all the Star Wars films into one game, but we want to be based off the first Star Wars film because Star Wars. The controls are very simple if you have a 6-button Genesis controller. A is to slow down, B is to speed up, C is to shoot lasers, X is to zoom out into a third-person view or to go back into the first person, and Z is to fire missiles. The D-pad is used to move around. Very easy, very nice to use. It gets confusing when you have a 3-button controller because it's the same until you fire the missiles. Because you have no Z button, you have to go and hold B and C together at the same time. But overall, the controls feel a lot like Top Gun for the NES. It's very smooth, very precise. I feel like I have a lot of control over what I'm doing. Fortunately, you do not have to have a landing sequence like in Top Gun. You have an autopilot, fortunately, when you have to warp. From what I've heard in the game, there are 3 tracks which you can hear. The first is the TIE Fighter assault from the scene in the movie when TIE Fighters are attacking the Millennium Falcon as it's trying to fly away from the Death Star. Then you have Darth Vader's theme every time you warp and every time you see Darth Vader, although it's a little bit slowed down when you see Vader. Then there is the best digitized version of the Star Wars theme ever to appear on a 16-bit system. Just listen to the two side by side. If you're okay with the bonkers mixed timeline and the graphics that aren't very good, the game itself is really fun. It's one of my favorite 32X games, especially in the space variety. The only thing that's better is Shadow Squadron. But the game itself is totally worth getting, and not only is it worth it, it's really cheap to get. So it's not a question of whether you want to own it, the question is, do you have a 32X to play it on? Because if you do, you should better get this game, because it is totally worth it. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. If you liked this video, please check out some of the other videos in the annotation below. As well, check the cards, because we have our entire review category up there. If you like this video, please give us a like. If you dislike it, give us a dislike. As well, give us a subscribe, like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, because we all have monkeys that need to be fed. And if you do anything on our channel, they will be fed. Anyways, thank you guys for watching.